Hi, welcome back to the next part of our interior tutorial in Blender. We make this table there. So we start at mesh, a circle with only 8 words. Then we scale them down. Then edit mode, extrude scale to that point. We don't want each point, each second one we want, so we can go select, check out deselect, and then we have each second one. Here you can handle that, how many you will have between them that's be selected. This one should be then higher, so we get the whole one first, then we go up, then we take this checker deselect, and then we can go there down. Looks a little complicated, but it's simple. So here subdivision surface on it, level 2. Then we need a solidify on it. So add here solidify and bring them before the subdivision surface. Now you can handle here the thickness of this plate. Extrude that inner part down and close with F. Then we get add all of them smooth, and you have that wonderful super tall teller there. Good. So we rotate and set a little, and we need from them 5 or something else. So we can take the array modifier, and we don't need it in that direction. We need it in the Z axis. So we go here under Z and give 1. You see it comes over them, but a little too much. So we go increase that here a little and give them here 4 or 5 and scale it a little up. So we got that here, and you can handle it like you would. Good. That was this plates there. Then next, there we have a class. There I can show you how to make that with curves. I take a curve, Bezier curve, rotate X90, so we see them in front here. Grabbing to position, scale down, grabbing. So here the important thing is that we think that has a thickness there and that we must build with the rest. So that is the only thing we must take care of it. So go in edit mode, take the middle point, grabbing to middle position and tweaking the lines that it fits with the original. Extrude again here and handle with the outer lines to bending. Extrude to the down part there and grabbing, bring it there. Then straight down to the bottom here, go up and extrude again to the side part and extrude to the absolutely middle point. So that we grab and make it sharper. Sharper is when this other words are nearest point you can know, then it is real sharp. Good. We have that. I told you we must go here beside them. That we must do now. So we extrude here a little space and grab that to position. And here that must be short because that is the end line, and end lines are short and near to the last one. So like that here. You see now we have that round stuff there. We can handle that. That is perfect to do such. So from here we follow the other curves. So we extrude again and bring it maybe to this point here and grab it to position. You see what happens. That will be almost correct later, but for the moment that is okay. So I make here one, extrude again, here one, extrude to the absolutely middle point. All done. Here we see that bad, so I bring it to another space here, and here we take this middle line here as a reference point for us. That is the class middle point, the absolutely middle point. And you see this ugly thing here, so we must tune that a little. We go here and bring them more up, that it fits more there, and that is better. Then we have to do the same here, lean them on the original. Yeah, maybe a little bit more to the side there, such like that. And here that should be surely round and at the absolutely middle point. So that is our class in the half view, and we want to get a full of that. So we need this absolutely middle point as reference to turn around it. So we click there in the absolutely middle point with the 3D cursor by clicking left mouse button. Then we want to have this axis of the class there. So we set the origin to the 3D cursor. Now that is our reference point for this class. Now top view, edit mode, select all, tools, and then spin. Oh, I have a new version here. I must look, where's the spin gun? Wow, I hate this version. There's no spinning. Oh, tilt, scale, rotation scale. Ah, I know it. Sorry for that. Shift D to duplicate. Then this we must convert first as mesh, sure. So Control C, Alt C, mesh from curve. So we got that. Then we can make here top view, edit mode, select all, tools, spin, give them 360 degrees for complete round class. Then many steps for that. And I think 20 or some is okay. And you see that is the class done. And when we get here is move on. That is good so. And then give them later the class material, surely. So look from the front and see we have done that. Here you see it a little bit, yeah. but it is what it is. It is a class, so don't worry, be happy. Good. We apply that, apply rotation scale, and set origin to the geometry. That is the middle point is now here because it is now an applied mesh. Good. Here we can make a little play that you see some points that you can do. Add mesh circle, rotate x 90. Oh, that is a bad circle. So add mesh circle, and we have here words to do 32, rotate x 90, and we delete this top part there with border selection and delete that. Now we have that here, and we want that here follows such a line. So how we made that? We rotate that set 90 degrees. So we look from the side to it. Then we get a curve. So add curve, opposite curve, rotate x 90 degrees. And now we'll make this curve there. So we grab that and grab that. Can be a little bit higher. So some like that maybe. That is shorter than that one. Yeah. So we want that this here follows this curve. So we first click this curve again and bring them here a little bit in the middle, that we have it to this other object that we have there. And this other object, we need to mark all and extrude them so that we have the material to bend it on our curve. We have now that here. That must have many loops to follow this line correctly. So Control R and make many loops in 20 maybe. Yep. Then accept that. And now we want that here should follow that curve. So we need here a modifier. So we take that curve modifier, and here with the pipette we can get here this uh, curve as the reference for that. And then by grabbing or by moving, you can say them, follow them, and then you got such a thing like that. You can scale that surely, that's all no problem, and let them then follow these lines, and then you got such like that looks. That is an easy way to do it. I make a copy of both, Shift D. Then I accept here the curve modifier and delete the curve is not longer needed now. It's now a mesh. That here. It should have a thickness surely, so solidifier on it. And now we can say how thick that should be, such like that, and give a smooth on that, and an edge split at rest to get this here. And when we now give them this chrome material later, then it will look good. So that's fine. Okay. Grab it, bring it to position, apply that object, rotation scale, and set origin to geometry. Good. This one we can move to second layer with pressing M. I click there. Then we have the TV. That is simple. Add mesh cube, scale up, and scale X, and scale Y. Done. We can give them here this middle point. So we take here front face and extrude scale them simply. Grab them, position them, scale X, and maybe a little bit in scale Z. So we got such like that here, and there we can put on this picture screen then later. But for now, that is okay. We have that food from them, so we add mesh a cylinder, and circle, surely, and scale them in X. So we have that, scale them a little bit smaller, such like that, perfect. Then edit mode, extrude upwards, extrude scale, bring it up, and extrude another time to bring that up, F to close. Good. When we now smooth that, we become shading arrows, surely. And then we can take here an add split, and there we go. That we bring in the back of the TV, and then we have our TV done. Good. File, save. We have done that, we have done that. Okay, so then we make the coffee cup. That is each simple. Add mesh, circle, scale down. We begin with the inner side of the plate under this cup. So that here, I extrude scale, and that here I have to close, bring it a little down. That is our plate down there. So we can take here and solidify on it, and then smooth on them, and an add split on them. Then we have our plate for the coffee cup. Now we make the cup itself. So add mesh circle, scale down to the bottom of this cup. Then extrude upward, scaling to that point. Control R to make a loop in. Scale them a little. Control B, move it, and roll middle mouse button. You have a cup. We should close the bottom, so mark the bottom and F to close. Get a solidify on it, and take a smooth on it, and take an add split on it. Now we need this handheld for this cup and a little bit crate, surely, so we scale them a little down to proportional fit of the rest of it. Good. We need this handheld there. I told that before. So I want to make a round thing there. So I take simply a curve, Bezier curve, rotate X 90, scale down, set to position, positioning, grabbing to the next point, and get the banding installed, and extrude to the next rounding point, grabbing and positioning. That we can take here. So that is our handle to get the cup, and that we can give here a full material, and it should have a depth. That is the moment. That here, you see that isn't really round. So you can take here a resolution of 2, 3, or 4 or something else, and then you have that and bring it onto and scale a little down maybe, and then the handheld is done. Bring it onto the cup, and you have a cup there. When you want to make it here a little bit brighter, that's okay, because when you do it like that, it's more nature look for that. So that means Shift D, and I apply here this. I convert it with Alt C as a mesh. Then I have that, and then I can handle this back loops and scale them up. So, and when you do that with connected proportional editing, then you can handle all with them, or a less part of that. So you see that it comes then with the other stuff. So you can handle how much you will influte by that and make it a little bit fatter there. That looks more nature stuff than before. Take care that you don't come through that. That is bad, surely. So we have that. Then we can get these three guys and join them together as one, but before we must apply all modifiers, surely. But for now, it's okay. We'll bring that by the side. It's there. Okay, that we can move to second layer. Good. So what we see as this mystery thing there, that was simple. That is on Bezier curve 2. I know you hate Bezier curves. I hated them at my start too, but you must try a lot with them, and then it's easy. Good. Um, you start the bending, end of the bending, middle points you can grab and make something else with them. The outer lines are for tweaking them. That is the first step. Here we want to make a small round stuff, so that can't be as long as it is now. So we bring them now back, and we can disable proportional editing surely. And then we can give them here an extrude from the middle point to another point, and now handle again the roundness of that. And we see that is more this round style here. And then we go straight down, extrude and put it downwards, and the less bending there, and then it's done. So we bring that to a straight position there, extrude again, and bring here a little bending in, and extrude it to the middle point. And then we've done that. That should be solid. Here, that is no mesh at the moment. So you can mark here too, what is possible, like with words. And here you have this full, like before, and give them here a resolution of 1. That's enough for this object. And we should bring them to one point where it starts and ends all. So we bring them here to the absolutely line here. Good. Done that. Shift D to duplicate. Alt C to convert it as a mesh. Then we have to set the middle point where it turns around. So we set it to this line here maybe. See, here is the line. And set there our 3D cursor and say the origin should be on the 3D cursor. Then we go in the top view, edit mode, mark all, spin, spin. What he does nothing. That is bad for me. Mark all, spin. Now that is exactly that what they have there. It's done 20 of them and 360 degrees apply. That is that thing that they built there. Here that you can make more, then it's more like that, but that's good. Good. We've done that. Yeah. So this cup we have, that here is only a texture to be put on. That's only a cube. There's nothing special on it. So scale set, scale a little, done. That is one of them. Scale Y to make it a little bit smaller and Shift D to duplicate to get the other one. Okay, bring it by side. Good. File, save. Then we have that one here. There's a banded wireframe, not more, not less. So add mesh, mesh cylinder, and here we need 6 maybe. It's okay. Oh, we make more. We make 15. Good. Scale down. Scale in the set to get this wireframe part there, such like that. And we give them much loops. We need bending, bending needs loops. So Control R and roll the middle mouse button. And down left, you see number of cuts. There you can handle that. I think 25 is okay. Then we get here an array modifier on it. I give them here a little space between and give them maybe 20 of them. Yeah, 20 or maybe 25. Good. No, a little bit less. That is good. 24. Then make a Shift D of that and rotate X 90 degrees. Wow, that was the wrong one. Rotate X 90 to get back and rotate Y 90. So that makes sense. Grabbing positioning. So we have now the starting point for bending. We take them both, bring it in front. That is our base mesh. And make a copy of that, Shift D, and apply here the erase from the one and from the other. Apply. Then we have to apply the rotation scale of it and set the origin to geometry, and the same with the other one. Apply rotation scale and set the origin to geometry. So now we have them both and mark them both and join them together as one. We have now that here, and we see we must tweak there a little. That means that we can take and put it there Oh, maybe there it's even good. And here we go a little bit more up with the down part there, with background selection, box selection, get them all and plug them onto. Good, we have done that. That upper part is not good. I don't like it, so we put them away. X delete and bring here border selection and bring them down too. So we have that. Good. Now we want to bend it like it is here. To do that, we need a starting point. Starting point is the middle, so that here maybe. And then we take here proportional enable, not connected, because not all are connected. And we take again here middle line of something there. Good. And now we grab in Y, and you see it's only a little, but when you roll the middle mouse button, you can say how much should be included, and then you can handle that. And that is this thing that you see there. Good. We move that here on second layer, so move second layer. That we move to second layer. Here we can bring a little brighter stuff there out there. For that, we disable this all and get here the middle line of that and the middle line of that, and from the down part and from the side part from the other side here, and Shift D to duplicate, P to separate. Then we have that here, jump to it, and now we connect here this stuff. So we go word selection and here that and that, click and merge at last. Here the same, merge at last, and down here merge at last, and here too merge at last. Okay, so we get them and extrude scale them. So we got that here, and then we give them here solidifier on it. Give them a little thickness and bring them over them. And then we have that wonderful looking thing there. We need here only feet on them. So we get them both. Rotate X 90, rotate X 180. So can make it a little bit smaller, so scale set, much like that. Oh, with the other thing, scale set, bring it a little bit more up. Yeah. Okay. And then we make their feet on that are simply cylinders, and scale them down, scale set, and bring it onto. Look from top that we make it in each side there. That one we make here. Then Alt D. and bring them there. Alt D again, bring them there, and Alt D to bring them there. Then we have that. Good. We must apply here the solidifier, then we can mark that all together and join as one. Why we have two? I don't know. We delete one. So we have one. Good. That we must sure apply rotation scale and set origin to geometry. Bring them to the downside part. Move to second layer. That was enough today for me. So we see us in the next part of the tutorial. So see you, bye.